Alexa, play. Hey, y'all. What am I playing? I'm let the girls join. Is there a way that I can share this? Hey, babes. Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear. Hey, daughter. We are just waiting for Dakota the Lee. Let me go on Twitter. Hey, everybody. Dakota, if you see the request thing, go ahead and do that. Okay, babes. Hey. Hi, everybody. It is Miss Coronavirus playing because that's what we're going to be talking about. Dakota, is there like a request thingy? Did that pop up yet or no? You recording it too, episode? Well, more so you could save the live, so I'll just post this. Hey, I'm fine. How are you? I don't want no filter. Just woke up from a mini nap. Hey, babes. I honestly don't know how to do this. Dakota, when you first entered, it literally said like request thing. Oh, I could do this too. Let's just bring this up here. Okay. Like literally when you first entered, it literally says request. Also, guys, the question box is up, so if you have any questions about like what we're going to talk about, you can do it and we will definitely answer. Oh, I can request them? How do I do that? I feel like Nicki Minaj right now. How do I request? Do I have to click her name or something? I can. How she ate that. Okay, Dakota, I sent you a request, so you should be like thinking it. It says connecting. The
Hey.
daughter. Hey!
Oh my gosh, I
Okay.
didn't know how to do it.
Child, it gave very much Nicki Minaj in the beginning right now. Um,
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
no, it's there. We can hear it.
No, I meant that's what Nicki Minaj said.
Oh, can you hear me? How do I do this? Okay, hey y'all. I feel like we need to do it like how we normally record. So, I am Demetria, mother of kittens, mother Petty, mother of the house of 01100s, the legendary East Coast house of the Anne Franks. There's the Frankfurters, the Bernadettes, the Bidenettes, the Kamalians, but we're not really to talk about them today. New intros. I am now the TikTok connoisseur. But anyways, sitting across from me, well, FaceTiming across from me, the bundles of the seven C's. The prettiest skin you ever want to touch, the white blood cell to my immune system, Dakota the Lead, Dakota the Lead.
Hey, hey.
Dakota, how are you feeling today?
So
Mm,
I was just I was just in my front porch. I'm so high, y'all. Hello,
okay,
I'm
that's
here
that's
now.
fine. It gives highness. I don't have nothing. Today's episode will be sponsored by the leftover Jose Cuervo in my bottle. Yeah. So guys, I
I'm
just
drinking
wanted to
water.
okay, well, I low-key do have a bottle too. I don't know where I just put it, but wow. Oh no, I have it right here too. So today's episode, I wanted to record this week, but as you know, we are quarantined and we can't go nowhere. So I figured as much. I was gonna record at our friend Brandon's house, but social distancing. So I was like, fuck it. Why don't we? Actually, Dakota was the one that was like, why don't we just do a live, joint live? So I said, okay, that sounds feasible. Today we're going to be talking about coronavirus. First things first, for the people that are in here, I just want to know, how is everybody doing? Again, if you just got in here, I have the questions tab open.
Take
So
a
if
shot.
take a shot. Oh, all right. So I'm not no punk. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I would just want to ask everybody in the chat, like, how are you guys doing? How are you feeling? How is, social distancing affecting you and stuff like that? And then we can just jump right into it. I punched it out of NYC. Are they locked down? We're not locked down. Like, we have like everything's pretty much closed besides essential stuff like the laundromat and the grocery store, the liquor store. I don't know why that's essential, but some girls want to drink during this. So it's pretty much that, but everything else has been closed. I actually went outside yesterday to get like some snacks and stuff, and literally up on Flatlands, there's nothing open except Seatown and Dwayne Reed. One or two mom and pops are open, but they're literally like closing after like 6 o'clock.
Yo, I went to a store where I thought it was closed, and I pulled the door and it wasn't closed, and then somebody walked to like the door and like opened it. I needed to get run.
I'm weak.
So it's like it's like they're like hiding like the stores that are open that's not supposed to be. They're like,
Right. It's giving very much we're closed, but if you
come
come
in, come
in,
in,
I'm
come in.
right. Come in, quick, 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 quick. Come. I've been locked out of the tower. Bye. I'm so weak. Seatown by me has actually been doing actually really, really good. Because the other like corner stores and grocery stores have been shut down, so they've been making the most money. There's actually yesterday I saw maybe like 4 or 5 trucks like delivering food. It hasn't been chaotic over here in Canarsie, so we're
Child,
fine.
it's good where I am. I was
Right,
just at the park. It looks like, I mean, no, it's not. Not a lot of people are there, and there was like people, and they were sitting on benches. They were sitting. It was cute because one person was sitting on this bench, and the other person
the
was
girls
sitting
are
at the other
over
bench, and they were
there.
talking. I was just sitting in the corner, just minding my business. But it's
Um,
not people out.
okay, so I have a notebook, guys, and I literally wrote down like 3 pages of stuff to talk about. And I know the live is like maybe like an hour. So if the hour does, end and we don't finish, I may come back. But yes, if you have been living under a rock and you don't know what's going on, I said this season we are Mythbusters and we don't come without, we have facts. So if the girls don't know what Miss Coronavirus is, COVID-19 was a virus that emerged from China in December 2019. If you don't know what the symptoms are, it includes a coughing, fever, shortness of breath, and as you know, some severe cases have been death. Um, I need my barber in the gym. I'm so weak. The girls, if you don't know how it spread, it spread from person to person, a little cough, a little sneeze, a little touch, just a touch of your love. And now that's it for you. And now you have it. The girls said that they originally thought that it was, it's traced down from like a seafood market. And like two of the people that went there, they apparently started getting cases of pneumonia. And then they realized that it actually wasn't from the seafood market. And what are they talking about in this comments
Right?
about
Who's
public
that?
sex?
I'm trying to read and catch up.
And public sex is everywhere.
Where are you? I am.
Oh, JD is in Amsterdam.
Oh, that's where. Okay, that's okay. So they're not
300
closed.
people fucking in the park. That's ridiculous. That's a bit much. Wow. Yeah, back to what I was talking about. And then social media, social media is that girl. So they started posting like how people were eating bats and not armadillos. It's a P word. Crap. I'm about to make up a word because that's what I do.
Possums?
No, not a possum. It looks like an armadillo, but it's not an armadillo. Peregrine?
I don't. I never heard of that animal before.
It's a word. It's one of those. But anyways, the girls have said, okay, JD, please, Carisha, you and this, come on, that's ridiculous. Um, The girls have said that to keep safe, you need to keep your thank you daughter, Paladin. She looks like an armadillo. It's her sister, Paladina. Anyways, they have said to keep your distance 6 feet. I also want to talk about when it comes to mask. For me, I feel like you shouldn't be wearing it. You don't have to wear it everywhere. I feel like if you are sick or you're experiencing symptoms, I think that's when you should start wearing it to prevent somebody else getting it. And Dakota, I feel like you can chime in if I'm wrong at any point. But for me, I think like I'm fine. I haven't really gone out besides like if I go to the store or back. But I feel like if you are wearing, if you do feel sick and you have to go, I think that's when you should put on a mask. I don't think you should just have on a mask to go out everywhere.
Well, if you're sick, you should probably stay home. But
Well,
if you're not
that's
sick,
first.
yeah, if you're not sick, I don't think you need a mask. I mean, I've been out. I have not been. I've not been quarantined. I've been out most every day. I've been out, but like just to like the park or a friend's house or whatever. But I only wear masks when I feel like when I know that I'm gonna be like. So I went to Walmart and I like wore a mask because I knew that I'm not sick, but like there's probably people out there that could be, or like older people. So I just didn't even want to do that. So
Like yesterday, when I went to CVS to get stuff, like the workers had on masks, which is understandable. Even today, I had FedEx deliver a pack. Well, not for me, but delivered to the house, and the guy that was delivering had on a mask. So I feel like if you are working and you're working where you're, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're working with people constantly, I think you should wear a mask because you don't know what they have. Like, for example, one of my brothers does Uber Eats and he wears his mask while he's delivering the food. Like
right.
you said, people will cough and sneeze and their hands will touch everything. Exactly. Also, that's been my mission for the last couple of days. But I feel like when you go outside and you come back inside, I feel like you first and foremost, please make sure you have your disinfectant spray. It doesn't take nothing to spray down your shoes, your jacket, and yourself. I also have hand sanitizer, but I carry like a little pocket hand sanitizer on my
Right.
on
Same.
my hip. This way, like if you say you exchange money and you don't use your debit card or you use cash, it gives very much, and not just a quick. You need to get in the crevices. And it gives that. So that, hey, I only wear a mask for my own safety because everyone else isn't worried about mine. Okay, that's also true. This light is giving
Yeah,
sunshine
that's
beams.
same. I feel the same way. Like that's what I was wearing at first. That's what I was wearing masks for. Like especially when I took the train. But once they kind of like shut everything down, I was just like, I'm not even gonna bother. Like I'm not even gonna bother be around people to even do this. But like anytime I am, like I know I'm gonna be with like a lot of people. Like I'm just putting on a mask because like just
Another thing I want to get into, not even to cut you off, another thing I want to get into, I know they said like social distancing and like realistically, a lot of people aren't going to stay home. I get that. So like when you do go out, for example, Dakota one day was like, guys, get dressed, we're going out. And there's only four of us. The thing said six or less. And they gave we're hanging out at each other's house. I've been watching girls' stories and y'all been having kickbacks. Not small gatherings, but
let the people have the
back.
kickbacks. I mean,
No,
let the
no,
people have the
that's ridiculous.
kickbacks. I support this.
Y'all cooking the food, y'all making the drinks, and y'all having 40 people in your house. And then the next day,
Not
y'all
40 people. Not
40,
40.
40
No,
Dakota,
that's not a kickback.
40,
That's a party.
40
40.
Dakota, and then the next day they on live, they on their Instagram story like this, talking about I don't feel too well. That's ridiculous. You should have stayed. You should have stayed in your house, and that's the reason why. You didn't
40
have to go
people
to
is
the
not a kickback.
40, 40,
Yeah,
40. So
no, not 40 people, guys.
I
Come on,
knew
grow
I
up.
knew it was 40 people because you had to do 4 or 5 stories just to show everybody in the place. You couldn't do it in one swoop. You had to
That's
do.
ridiculous.
That's the problem, and that's ridiculous. Getting back into topic because I definitely went off on a little rant. Um, Guys, I have 3 pages, so I'm on this page now. Your bills. So most of depending on where you live, they have suspended bill payments. There's tuition. They trying to work on the rent and the mortgage, child. Um, they are talking about a cute little 90-day suspension. But if your companies that like your phone bill and your rent, if they haven't already like put out a placement, you can literally call them and say like, hey, due to what's going on, do I still have to pay, or like, can we make out a, do we have to, do I have to, can we I personally feel like not pay your rent. I personally feel like rent really should be canceled until this gets like situated, and not just canceled for like this month and next month, but canceled until they say we're good to go. And when it comes back, it don't need to give. Now you got back rent.
We're not gonna. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm reading the comments, and this is not like our show because we're just talking to each other. But I'm trying to read the comments and follow y'all, what y'all saying too.
Baby, you know I watch anime, so you know I could do both. I'm catching the cancel the
So
rent and
yeah,
pay the rent.
people are gonna. I'm sorry, people are gonna die anyway. I don't want to be that person to say that. I hope it didn't cause
Dakota.
controversy, child.
Dakota, they gonna cancel us, child.
I didn't say I'm.
Now we out of here, child. That's it.
Child, don't cancel
But go ahead.
them.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry. There was one comment I didn't see who wrote it. People are dying. Yeah, people are
Right.
dying.
Example, Italy's not paying rent and mortgage. Um, why should we? Or not even why should we, or why do we? Like realistic first of all, and here's my thing. The people that own the buildings and the corporations, they can't pay their rent. So and we can't pay our rent. So how about nobody just pay their rent and
Right,
call it a
and
day?
the rent. I guess I don't know, child. I don't know. I think like
Italy.
rent should definitely be canceled. I don't think people don't even have the luxury. Like, hold people need to hold that rent money just in case like they lose their jobs or like something crazy. I wouldn't even try to charge people rent
And
right now.
a lot of our friends, a lot of my friends, they've been getting furloughed and like or their jobs say like like we're closing for 2 weeks and then 2 weeks turns into 3 weeks and then 4 weeks turns into we just don't know. Um, my job literally sent an email like a week ago and said that I'm part of like they're doing a minimum hours program, so where I would be doing 40 to 50 hours a week, I'm now doing like 25 to 30 hours, if not less. But they told us that we can apply for unemployment, and you can also we'll pay you while you get your unemployment. Some jobs don't offer that. That you have to apply for unemployment. Also about unemployment, if you did not know, girls, but I have the answers for you. So unemployment depends on which state you live in and all that other stuff. For example, if you make 1,100 every 2 weeks or every week, half of that would be 504. I did the math. Unemployment now, when you get it, you can also get an additional 600 because of the federal pandemic unemployment. So you pretty much be making what you make in your check through unemployment and what you're already thinking. To answer your questions, you can get unemployment if you are unemployed. You can get unemployment if your job furloughed. Pretty much, you can get unemployment. You can get that. That's yours. So if you haven't applied for unemployment, now would be the time to do so. I know it's been a lot of people applying for unemployment, so it may take some time because I know they're over there gagging like bitch. Another person applied. But if you haven't, now would be the time to. Or if your job is still paying you, you could still do it, but you should probably ask them like, hey, can I apply for, because as long as you're making less than, I think, 15 or 16 hours, you can get it, I believe. Who said something?
Yeah, the unemployment site is crashing,
Oh my
Ronnie.
God. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I heard that too. Like a lot of people are applying, a lot of people are trying to apply for it and stuff, and it just keeps crashing.
Yikes. What else
But
was I talking
I'm
about?
sorry, not rent,
Go
but
ahead.
like I want a lot of things to be canceled. You can cancel the phone, like I don't want to pay my phone bill.
I
I
don't.
definitely don't want to pay my gym bill.
Oh, well,
I'm
Planet
about
Fitness
to
hasn't
call
sent me any.
them.
Planet Fitness
Send
hasn't
me an
sent me
email.
anything. Planet Fitness hasn't sent me anything. And
Don't take money out my thing,
um,
Jim.
somebody in here, I don't remember who it was, but they had tweeted something about going to the gym, and I quote tweeted and said, I was like, but Planet Fitness is still going to take out their money. Somebody from Planet Fitness DM me and was like, hey, please let me know what branch you go to. So I told them I go to the one downtown Brooklyn, and I haven't been charged since. So I
Yeah, they're
guess
gonna. I don't want to be charged. I don't want to be charged. Don't charge. You cannot charge people. People are losing their jobs. People don't even know. Like, I mean,
I'm not up in the gym. I'm not up in the gym working on my fitness. So
right.
be my witness and cancel it. Um, my sister, credit card bills, cancel her. Don't pay nothing. The money that you have in your account, also, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you get paid, Oh, thanks, babes. See my Verizon rep right there. She
Why,
said
I got Verizon too.
she
Cancel
said
my phone bill
she said I don't gotta
too.
pay my bill. Okay, good. So I'm not paying
Cancel-
it on, I'm not paying it on the 29th. Don't cut me off. Um,
I want my
also
phone bill canceled too, Chad.
also guys, if you haven't done it already, when you are if you are getting like, direct deposits every week or every 2 weeks, take out at least like maybe 150 to $200 out of your check and hold it in cash. We are going into a recession, and y'all president, not my president, y'all president does not know what he's doing, and at any point in time the banks is just gonna go "Ew," close. So please make sure that you have some type of cash on you, because you don't want to gag. Your debit card, when they say no swiping, no swiping. You can't get no money off of the card. No Uber Eats for you. You're gonna have to have it in cash. Yes, Sprint granted you in a month. Okay. Okay, like so example, some corporations are working with you and they are willing
Yeah,
to,
Ronnie
but
said you have to call and let them know your situations.
okay, but baby, we
Ronnie,
all got the same situation, so they should already know.
yeah, but you know, so, that's capitalism, child. They're still going to take the money.
They
Still going to
they
take them.
they
They're
they,
going to
are,
still take your money.
they already know what's going on.
Call next month, Shakis. T-Mobile
Lisa.
granted you 60 days too. Good. I'm
Okay.
happy here.
Um, I know my friend Ben. I don't know if I think he's in here. His car notes have been deferred. I think he can defer it for 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 weeks. I think weeks, maybe.
So,
I think that's a thing. But if you haven't, I feel like you should just call these places. Like if you know you have a certain every month you pay da, just call them and let the girls know. Like, hey, sis, I don't got it, and you don't got it either. So what we gonna do? I made a dissertation when I was talking about how some rent offices talking about we really don't give a good goddamn. So make sure you have April. Make sure you have 120 days. Okay, so the car payments have been deferred for 120 days. Some rent offices like just make sure you have April's rent and we can worry about everything else, which I think is nasty. So when we do get a recession, that's when you need to move out. Don't pay the month before you leave. That's their problem. That's nasty on them. They don't deserve you in their building.
they're trying to
They've
pass
just
something with rent where like they
my
don't
birthday.
have to. I don't know if they're trying to pass it or whatever, but they're trying to say like um if you they're trying to tell the landlord like to hold a security deposit that you made instead of
Mm-hmm.
paying the rent. But I don't really know where that
So I was telling Chad,
bill went.
they were pretty much thinking about doing one where you can use your security deposit, and your first and last for next month's rent. And my thing is with that, like I explained to my friend Chad, was that say you use that for your next month's rent, which is all good and dandy. When we get out of recession and you decide to move out of the apartment, you can't get that
Yeah,
back.
I want my security deposit. They need to cancel it.
And,
Cancel rent.
what if I need that side money because I just moved in an apartment? I didn't have what the case is. I didn't use it because in 2020 I had to. That's ridiculous. So I personally feel like everything should be canceled. And if you haven't called, you should call the girls and be like, "Hey, what can we do for the next child?" They said April gonna be worse than March, and May gonna be worse than April. They are projected to do a cute little maybe July, August. So Aries, our birthday's in July now. Okay, our birthday's in July,
You
August.
can't do that, Aries.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm doing that. My birthday April 13th is now July 13th, August 13th, September 13th.
That's
Um,
Cancer, no?
I don't really care who it is, but we're sharing it. So I'm a cup. Moving
The
on.
Cancers, not the Cancers,
Well,
child.
the cancers is gonna have to deal with it. We talked about cleaning. We did shopping. So when you go to the supermarkets, and I've seen a lot. Maybe I'm doing it. When you go to the supermarkets, I need you guys to be, well, not y'all, but just in general, I need you guys to be a little bit more smarter. I've seen a lot of videos with the girls buying 4 and 5 and 12 packs of toilet
Yeah,
tissue.
let's talk about that. I have
Y'all,
a problem
y'all
with
have
that.
y'all have never wiped your asses before. Now the girls want all the toilet paper. Y'all want all the tissue paper. For what?
I have a problem with that. I was at Walmart, oh my gosh, and the way that people were stocking on toilet paper and like fighting. One guy, one guy
Mm-mm.
came to like he went to somebody's car and was like, "Please, can I just get the one pack of toilet paper?" And they're like, "No." Then you hear the lady across the I guess not the store, but across wherever the aisle is. And she's like, they just put like two more there, there's two more left, and you just see mad people like going, like running to get toilet paper. I do not know
There's
why.
literally a video of this older woman. The younger woman in the cart has like the whole cart full of like toilet tissue. Granny only wanted one roll of four, and she was there gonna fight. I said that could not have been my grandmother because she would have. I would have had to. You would have got jumped. You would have.
Not the
You would have.
toilet paper.
You would have got beat up. Oh, I can't pin it. Haha. Yeah, guys, ask us questions so that when we're finished with the conversation, we can answer your questions. But I think it's ridiculous. I feel like depending on your living situation and who you live with, you know exactly how much things you need. So, for example, I live with my mom and my sisters, so you know you need toilet paper, you know you need tissue paper, you know you need water, juice. You need your fridge should be stacked. Now, if you can't afford to stack your fridge, but you should have essentials. So have some eggs, some type of meat to cook, and this is the time where the girls need to have to learn to cook. You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. Y'all gotta learn how to cook. Y'all
You can't
can't.
you can't you can't do Uber Eats and DoorDash every day. That's a little bit ridiculous. You are going to have to learn to bust a little YouTube www.howdoicook.com, and you're gonna have to make some spaghetti. How the girls say in the videos, there's spaghetti in there. You're gonna have to make your foods cook in big abundances so they last for a week. Come on now. You don't gotta cook every day, but you should at least when you do cook, make sure that when you cook, okay, I cooked Monday, that's gonna last me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday I can
Y'all,
make
and
something
yeah, this is
else.
coming from somebody who does not cook. Like, I don't even like to cook. I don't even want to step foot in the kitchen, but y'all should really learn how to cook because it's gonna be
Boil an egg,
important in the next few
make an omelet.
months, child. It's not gonna be pretty, child. They're gonna start closing on the groceries too. You heard it from me first, child.
And you know what I was thinking about this and I was thinking in my head, I was like, realistically, they want us to social distance, but people still have to go to work. Like one of my brothers, he works for FedEx. He goes to work every day because that's a government job. So until the government shuts down, he still has to go work. So I'm like, you have people staying home, but then you have people going to work. So technically, we can't really like
I mean,
clear it.
there's still construction workers working. I went to where'd I go today? Target. And there's still construction workers building buildings and fixing streets and stuff. You know,
In
people
my
still working.
in my head, I'm like, so what happens now if we was to just if one day like the government really says like, you know what, it's too much. This is too much. We're shutting you down. Now you're home. Make sure you have the stuff inside your house that you don't have to go back outside. But you shouldn't be in the store picking up more than you need, or not even more than you need, picking up stuff that you don't really need, or fighting somebody for it. That's ridiculous.
My whole thing with the toilet paper thing is like the problem is that people are buying in bulks, and I don't understand why they're buying in bulks. I went to the 99-cent store, and there was toilet paper there. So like you can find toilet paper. So why are y'all fighting over the toilet
Like I
paper?
said again, shout out to the mom and pop shops because when I'm watching the videos, like, oh, there's nothing in the stores. I'm like, but the little Habibi store down the block, all the little single
Right,
toilet rolls.
I had got hand sanitizer there too. Everything they was running out. That was their last box, but they had hand sanitizer too. They had
Then
everything. Y'all
you
go into
just
Walmart and all those big stores. Of course, y'all gonna have
don't
to
go to
fight. Y'all
Walmart.
have to fight all the time.
Corona Lachey the virus is a clock blocker. Okay. Also, that wasn't on my list, but I'm gonna get into that. I get it.
No,
You girls are not accustomed to being home because y'all go to work and stuff, so you're bored, and your hormones, like the Mario mushroom, da 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 da, it's up. But that's ridiculous. Pay that cough, baby. I don't have no cough. I don't need to clock out neither. Baby, there's no cough here, baby. No cough under here. She's good. Thank you. No cough over here. Um, I get it that you guys are horny. Y'all just gonna have to play with yourselves. Y'all should not be going out for hookups.
yeah, they said
That's
no sex, y'all. You're not supposed
that's
to have
ridiculous.
sex
That's
during this.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous because your hookup that you're going out with could have it, and now you're waking up with a fever tomorrow. Was it not worth it?
Yeah, and
Oh,
they said that they don't even know like all the logistics of if it could be passed via sex anyway. So like you probably shouldn't have sex because they don't even know all the stuff anyway about it. But
you
that's
just
crazy.
you just need to like relax.
The girls
Um,
have been up, hot,
uh,
and fresh
I have
on
not
social
seen
media.
I have not seen so many nudes and people that I would never thought of like, oh wow, what do you look like naked on my timeline
Everybody's
since
getting naked, child. Everybody just like. Who said I'm getting sex? Me too.
Who said that? That's ridiculous. Come on now. Y'all go wait. And also, when this is over with, please do not jump back out to treat this like an iPhone. You know the
Who
first
said
set of iPhones. You know the first set of iPhones when they come out, they're a little buggy. You should probably wait 2-3 months after this, then go get your. If you want to get your whole blown out, baby, I can't stop you. I promote it. You want to go get your wee played with? Go ahead. But come on now, is it not worth it for a call for the fever?
I don't know. Not for the corona. Not for me anyway.
If that's the case, just post your news or make an OnlyFans and
That's the other thing too. I see a rise of OnlyFans. I don't want it. We don't have. I don't have the money for it. I don't
we
have
don't
the
have the
money
money for
for
the
that
we don't
right
have the money for the
now.
account. So I guess your subscription is about to be free. Do a free subscription because I don't get it. I've never
And OnlyFans
also
people, sorry.
go
Go.
ahead.
You go. You want me to
Okay,
go?
I've also haven't seen so many green circles on my Instagram. The close friends have been booming, and I thank you.
We love our close friends. The only fan girls. Y'all know I love y'all, only fan girls. But I don't want recycled content. So don't try to sell me the same thing that y'all was selling me before at a different angle. I don't want the different angle right now. I don't want the same thing from 2 months ago. I saw that already. I don't want that again. So don't give me that. I want new content or no content at all. And you got to figure it out too. We all here together. Let's do it.
Also, to my creative girls, as you can see, that I've been posting shit every fucking day because I've been here, child. I've never seen so much skits and videos and stuff. That's what I want to see. Where has this been? And I asked myself, where has this been? But I didn't have the time. Now I don't want the old one. Now y'all want the new angles.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
want the
don't
new
want the old
pieces.
one. Not the old one.
Not if sex is gonna give me corona, then I guess I'm getting corona. Then that's
Who
ridiculous.
said
One of my
that?
friends, come on now, guys. You don't need the corona. Come
Guys, we
on.
can wait. This is coming from somebody who is celibate. Well, now Corona had made this maybe a 2 year thing now.
Come
But
on
I
now,
was celibate for a
guys.
whole year. Last
Is this mine or yours?
Corona got me
Okay, she's
too.
back. Come on, guys. Y'all don't have to get y'all BB played with. That's ridiculous. Okay, moving on from the sex. Let's talk about y'all president, not my president. They finally discussed the not put your pussy lips on live. I give you $1,000. They finally introduced the 2 trillion relief bill. Also, where this money came from. I thought we didn't have it, but whatever.
Right. That's an in-house conversation. Can't have
Because
that conversation on live
we didn't
because y'all then
we
I'll
didn't have
really get canceled.
we didn't have the money before, but now we have it. But anyways, if you don't know what that is that the girls will be getting a $1,200 one-time check, which I think is ridiculous because Canada is getting a $2,000
Not
check.
everyone too. Most
Baby,
people,
she's
right.
here. Canada is getting a $2,000 check every month, baby. But Canada closed their border, so we can't go. But anyways, $1,200 one time. Some may get less for and for each qualifying child, 16 or under, you get an additional 500. Residents that make 75,000 or less would get the full amount. Married couples with no children earning 150,000 or less would get 2,400. Taxpayers that are filing as head of household would get full payments if they earned 112,500 or less. Also, no payments for you if someone claims you, even if you're an adult. And you need
Yeah.
to have a valid social security card.
So no payments for you if you are also if you're paying child support, you don't get you don't get the money.
No money for you,
Um
babe. Gotta go to your kid. Yes, see. Yeah, baby.
and if you are dependent, you're not getting money. So if you file as a dependent, you're not getting that money.
Um,
Trump said unemployment rate was supposed to be the same rate as our salary, but that's not what I heard about the unemployment rates. It's whatever your city, it's whatever your state, whatever their normal thing is, plus an additional $500.
right. They also
So if your
said
state is like 300, you get your regular 300 a week, and then you get an additional what I say 5, I meant 600.
six.
$600. So then that would be 900 a week.
So I know a lot of y'all have been saying like, you haven't filed your taxes since 2000 and hamana. What do I do and what can I wait? So, um, they, if you haven't filed your 2019, they will also take you 2018. If you haven't filed your taxes, you should probably do that now.
They
Um,
extended the deadline though. Well,
right.
in New York, we extended it to July 15th. Um, I think the federal they also extended it to July, sometime in July. So file your
Um,
taxes.
they said that the money is going to be, the IRS has your direct deposit. So whatever that's why I said you should probably file because whatever direct deposit, checking and savings account that, or checking and routing number that you give them for this year or last year, that's where the money's going to go. It'll take about 3 weeks. And they're going to send you a paper mail out first to let you know like, hey, it's been shipped to you. And this is where it's going to get sent. So just in case you have moved in a time basis or you're not really there or whatever the case is, you should probably you can write them like, hey, I moved or I'm now staying at, 9 whatever, send it over there. Do you really
Right,
think we're going to
and
be out that long? Yes, we are.
the bill just passed today, so that's probably why. So if you already had unemployment, it's probably gonna you're gonna start seeing it, but it just
Right.
passed today. So
Yes, Ronnie, I personally feel like we are going to be out of work or home until June, July.
definitely, I definitely think, yeah, I think we're gonna be out until at least I know by June there's still gonna be. It's not. I mean, the numbers are gonna decrease, so
Hmm.
they'll probably let us out a little bit longer. But it's still gonna be. Everything's not gonna be back to normal. Well,
For
nothing's ever going back to normal, but
another thing, y'all president was talking about how the girls want to be back by Easter, and they're gonna let the healthy girls go to work, and then the older people are gonna watch it. Here's my thing with that: a lot of people work in like retail or work with food or just work where they interact with customers daily. There is no way to tell who has it from who doesn't have it unless they're showing symptoms as we see because clearly this virus is evolving day by day. So my thing is you're going to send us back to work because you want the girls to make money,
yeah, that
and
was
then
stupid.
you're going to make us more sick.
He's stupid for
That
that.
don't make no sense.
That's dumb
uh,
on his part. Yeah, I personally think that whoever said I want it to be done by, it needs to be done before May. Agree, it needs to be done before May.
she only
I
wanted it
think,
done by May for her birthday, so that's ridiculous.
but it's
Anyways,
like it's literally like not gonna be. I don't think it's not gonna be done for a while. But I know they're gonna probably try to figure something out. Like, and I think higher ups are probably gonna try to figure out something out before June, before July at least. I know I've been hearing things about August we should be like you can start planning shit for August, but like June, July they said that was canceled too.
two things. One, whenever this quarantine is over, I just want to say that the girls' hair are going to be looking so flourishing because
Right.
bitches ain't had no
Very nice.
haircut. Second thing, apparently the government and the president knew about this from before. It kind of pisses me off that the girls waited till now to do something because I feel like it could have been a little bit more contained and like, put together and quarantined in itself, not us, before it became this. Like
Is
the
Brandon on
airports,
this live? We were supposed to watch a conspiracy theory
he he
yesterday.
he joined he joined earlier. I think he's in here. Um, I feel like again, this is only more pushing to get her out. But if she knew that this was going on from since December, and people travel and they go back and forth, why would you not try to like contain flights and
Well, he literally publicly went on and said that all prides are canceled. He literally went on live and said that coronavirus was a hoax. And I personally think that's why he doesn't call it coronavirus, he calls it China virus. And I think he calls it the China virus because if he says coronavirus, he will have to admit that he said it was a hoax. And now, like,
did you see the video of them posting like a calendar and then like posting his videos in the dates like, oh, coronavirus isn't real, and they jumped to like the 15th like, oh well, they have it but we don't, and then they jumped again saying, well girl, I guess we do got it but it ain't that bad, and
right,
then
and whoever's running for president needs to use that Got commercial right there.
Maybe I'd play that video over and over. Do you have anything to say? Play the video. That's who you voted for, right? Remember? Pull up the screen right here. Yeah. That's not a slight. It is a key to me. I feel like if you run the country and don't get me wrong. I know every day they're put on this. That's like this is this and that. But he's an idiot. So there's that. But like I feel like you should have been contained this from since January. If China had it in December, January you should have been on it. You know the girls travel back and forth. You know the girls like frequent flyer miles. You know the girls are flight attendants. You know they want to do their little Christmas the vacations.
Right.
So you could
Spring
have
break
been.
canceled.
Let's talk about spring
DC
break.
Pride definitely canceled. New
Let's
York Pride maybe canceled.
let's talk about spring break. Why would the girls go to Florida still? And now everybody that went there supposedly has it. Talking about y'all don't care. Y'all live. All the girls that said we're young and we're gonna take our flights. Let's talk about the flights.
Yeah, I saw somebody stuck. Somebody stuck in
Four girls. They stuck. Not Madrid. They're stuck in.
like
Damn.
Honduras.
Honduras. They said they
Yeah.
wrote the embassy. They wrote the people and the girls. We can't do nothing for you. They realistically they really can't. But my thing is, why would you go someplace and you don't know if you came back? For example, as many of well, not y'all in here, but most of my friends know that for my birthday, I was gonna go to Miami for a weekend. And my thing is like, we go over there. There's a risk of me getting it at the airport. There's a risk of me getting it on the flight. There's a risk of me getting it at their airport, me getting it at the Airbnb, whatever places I do go to. And then on top of that, I can't get back home. So why would you fly overseas?
Or you
Where
can
the
get
girl?
back home in your state. You can get back home in the
Okay,
United States.
we could have drove back, but why would
Right, you
I?
weren't
Why would
stuck.
right?
Not Honduras.
Why would I fly over to Honduras or Honolulu or where I need to get on a plane and the girls tell me I can't get back and you're like, well, girl, the flights was only $50. Was the $50 worth it? Just like, is it not worth it? Stay in your house, please. Every
How do
celebrity
you
has it.
how do you guys feel about Cardi saying she thinks celebrities are being paid to say they have the virus? I didn't even know
Dakota,
she said that, child.
Dakota, do you want to go? I guess I'll go first.
You know, I didn't know she said.
Dakota don't feature her. Anyways, I agree, and I agree and I disagree. I feel like it is true.
You think what
And
she said is true?
I feel like because she was pretty much saying like the test costs so much money to do it, and people that don't have no symptoms just randomly going to get tested and now they have it. I feel like they, in my head, and this is for me, I'm going to say for me, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they made certain celebrities say they have it to make the situation serious so that people can stay home, and that's all it is, face value. If Idris says it, if God forbid, if the Queen was to say I
Don't
have
even
it,
say that. Con artists.
I feel like the people would take it more seriously because they're not listening to the government. So you need to go with the influencers, the social media people that pretty much everybody listens to and follows. So if they say it, okay, well maybe it's a little serious because my fave said it. My fave said it. So damn, guess I actually have to stay home. So I do agree with her. I disagree. I don't think everybody and their mother is doing it because they're being paid. A lot of those celebrities still go to parties. They still hang out with each other. They still hang out with each other. Come on.
Right. I know people were up in arms before about like celebrities getting tested and while like regular people couldn't get tested when they like were showing symptoms. But like I also want people to understand that before the government passed saying that she could like before the government passed saying that private industries can sell the test, I mean like hand out the test, celebrities are paying private companies to run their tests. So
Right.
it wasn't like celebrities were taking tests from regular people. The government had not passed it at that point that you were able, like regular people, privatized business was able to give the test out. So I
Um,
think I think that what she's saying is a little thing, like why are celebrities saying? I think that wasn't, yes, Chucky's, I agree.
and then on Idris.
But yeah,
Idris' wife was gonna get it, or in my head, I would think that she would get it because
Jesus.
she's up under her. She didn't self quarantine herself. She was still with him, so it was only a matter of time where she would have ended up contracted it. So I was looking up that also some of the basket players. Come on, Sean. Basketball players have caught it. I just read an article that two players have been deemed okay, like they no longer have it. But I also looked up and saw that um, people in China that had it and they were cleared have somehow re-gotten it. So now,
See, I don't know. I didn't hear. I guess, and that's the
baby,
thing.
baby,
You can't read everything.
I was on there, click
You can't
clacking.
read everything on like social media. Like you can't just listen to everything without fact checking some things. Because I was
Right.
reading an article. I don't even know if it was on New York Times, but saying something about immunity after you having the disease, whether you have it or not. Yeah,
We
Harvey
don't.
Weinstein did catch it,
We,
child.
we we don't care if she has it.
He
So
did catch it, but like, yeah, just make sure you think, because some are. I mean, there's conflicting things. There was a whole rumor going around saying you can't take the ibuprofen and all that other stuff. Those
baby,
headache medication
ba-
that just
ba-
came out to be a whole rumor, child.
I
And
gotta take
everybody
that.
wasn't taking right. Everybody wasn't taking. They were saying that you could get it like that, and that was turned out to be a whole rumor. So if y'all listening to stuff, make sure y'all at least do a
I,
fact check. Like,
I
don't
got
just go
I
wild,
gotta I gotta
blindly
I gotta take the
listening to
ibuprofen.
shit.
It's for my health. Um, since we're talking about celebrities, I also want to talk about how the celebrities want to post these videos talking about, hey guys, can you donate to da da da? But what are you doing? I need you to open your purse.
Right,
We don't
Sharky.
we don't have it. We don't have the money. So why would you tell me to donate when you're sitting on millions, or in some cases thousands?
Tell the celebrities to stop singing stupid songs. I don't want to hear them sing "We Are the World" and "He's got the whole world in his hand." I don't want to hear those songs. I don't want to hear that.
Dustin said, okay, but she got the whole world. He got the whole world in his hands, but did he wash his hands? And that took me completely out. But realistically, how can you tell middle class and classes lower than that to tell people to donate money when y'all are the ones with the money?
They tell people that all the time. They be like, "You have to save the planet and save the planet and all this stuff." But like, you can't tell
Open your
regular working
purse.
people who literally live check to check to eat healthier if there's no options for people to eat healthier. You can't tell them to save turtles if you don't give them a way to think. Stop giving us paper straws and all that stuff. It's the same thing. So don't ask us to donate for something where people are struggling too. Y'all have the money, celebrities. I don't want to hear that.
Open
They
your
have the money.
purse. Open your bag. That Gucci bag that you just bought. Like, for example, Cardi B and speaking about Cardi again, Cardi B and fucking Shanique want me to get into that in a second. Cardi B and thing, y'all have all the y'all talking about donating, but y'all literally rented a taco truck to come to your house because y'all was hungry.
Yeah, Rihanna did donate money to her country and to New York too. Ronnie, she donated to Barbados and New York.
So because I am from Barbados, I
I
want you
like her.
guys. Right. So Barbados has well, most of the Caribbean islands have it. Barbados now has Jews of this morning. Their total is at 26. But they are the first Caribbean country to get like we have two big hospitals over there that have the I was gonna say the technology like bionic man, but the research and the medical labs and the testing and stuff like that. So they said that they're gonna be okay, but it's just growing because people don't want to stay home. Y'all want to be at the beach. Y'all want to go get the cuckoo and saltfish. Stay in your house. Shaniqua said, Kelly Cake said, what if COVID-19, what if we had it all along? So I want everybody to remember in like December, November, January, where the girls just had this cough and cold that they could
November,
not,
November.
that they couldn't get rid of, and they wasn't understand why they were sneezing and coughing so much. It just was a cold that you just had for 2 and 3 weeks. I personally feel like the girls had it, and whose immune system was strong, just put it off. Just,
Yeah,
all right.
and that's what the that article was saying. It was saying that most people who well, it didn't say that part, but I agree with you with that part. I'll go back to that. But it was saying the article was saying that if you contracted it and you got it and you beat it, then you will have the antibodies to produce, so you're immune to it. But I agree too, because there was a time like in November, it was like around that November time that it was like I know it wasn't just me, it was everybody around me. It was like the people I work with, some of the people I work with, and they were just like, I've been sick for like a good maybe like a month. Like it's just a little cough that's not going away, a little shortness of breath and stuff. And I think people had it from like November, honestly.
Shakis, yes. As a Caribbean child, you know your parents are heightened in fear. The WhatsApp messages that they're being sent to them talking about this is the devil and blah blah blah. So when I do step out, so it gives very much where are you going? Why are you going? And I have had to read my mother many a times and let her know like I'm not dumb and I spray everything. As y'all seen in my videos, I carry. hand sanitizer and disinfectant spray on me everywhere I go. So there are some points where it's ridiculous. I'm not going to no concerts. I'm not going to parties. At most, I'm going to a house with 4 people in it, maybe 5. So don't tell me. And when we do hang out, when I hang out with my siblings, one of my brother's mother works for a hospital. We have the Santa Claus. We wipe down the tables, whatever the case is. When I go with Dakota out, we spray ourselves down. We have hand sanitizer. Like, I think parents are more paranoid than we are, and then the generation after us just don't care. So it's like scared. We know what to do, and okay, I guess. Well, if the president fired the virus team, then it wouldn't be like this. First of all, also joking or joking not, but did you see the interview? Not the interview, but the press conference when the lady said that she had like a fever or something, and she was coughing, and he said and walked away. That's y'all president. That's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, my mom has been out. I've been reading her, telling her to stay the fuck home. Also, with them too, I feel like with them, they want to run out and get groceries every day. You don't need. We don't have that much
You don't need
space.
to go through every
You
day.
don't need to go to IKEA. You don't need to go to Pathmark. You don't need to go to ShopRite.
IKEA's closed, child. You know I
E-
tried to go. You
Every
know I tried to go.
every day you want to run out and get groceries. And then you're mad at me because I'm going out to hang out with 4 people. You're going to a supermarket with thousands of people in it. You're handling money and cash. Like, and y'all are older. Not to say that y'all are prone to it, but the elderly that are sick, you should probably be in your house. Like for me, I have rheumatoid arthritis. So yes, I shouldn't be outside. So when I do go outside, I make sure that I get in a car to go to a house to get back in a car. What did she say? What
What
about the
about
people dying in Dominican Republic last year? Random. What if it was a coronavirus? Um, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, well, whoever said that it was been around since 2018, agree. I think agreed.
I
But
also
that's
I
the
also feel
conspiracy
I also
theorist
feel
in
like
me.
I also feel like it could be coronavirus, but I also feel like the girls are just taking the girls out over there.
Also, what was I gonna say? Also, coronavirus is an umbrella term, so there's a lot of different viruses that are categorized as coronavirus. The specific strand is that's why we call it COVID-19 because like if you see coronavirus and you can like type that in, you can type in like a year, and that's like an umbrella term for viruses and stuff for some a type of virus.
Like Miss
That's
SARS and Miss
yeah,
Zika,
right.
not E. coli.
I don't have the same
They
sense
posted
of
this on this
disease.
Tuesday. What was that issue? Child, it wasn't a damn old child.
No.
Exactly. They was poisoning people with fake alcohol. I thought that was a little tea too. Okay, let me look at the questions, child, because I okay, let's post this one. Why do you think people aren't taking the quarantine social distancing seriously? Because everybody takes everything as a joke.
Yeah, and that's that's their problem. Watch exactly what's gonna happen. Watch exactly what's gonna happen when you don't take things seriously. But I think there's a line between being precautious and being hysterical, and I think that's the line that people don't know. They don't know how to walk it, and they're either they're either overly cautious and
Hmm.
hysterical, or they're just not caring at all. And there's a real easy middle. I sit right in the middle. Right in the middle.
I'm gonna stand 10 toes down that girls think it's a joke until it happens to them, and then they're like, "Oh, damn, I should have took it seriously." But it goes back to me saying that I think it. Unfortunately, we live in a time and an age now where your fave, for some of you, run your lives. So it needs them to make a public forum or public video to say, "Hey guys, maybe you should guys take it seriously for y'all to listen."
I think also like there's people that I'm reading Chad's thing comment. There's people that are just like they're not going to they don't like being restricted. Any type of restriction they're going to like literally rebel against, and that is a problem that some people think it's not serious at all.
What would you say to the people not following social distancing? Um, you're dumb.
Well, also, I got read in my DMs the other day because I said I went for a jog, and somebody's like, "What is wrong with you? You went for a jog?" And I think people need to understand what social distancing actually is and like define the term. You can go out. You can go out. You can go outside to get air. You can go outside to breathe. You're just not supposed to be around big crowds of people. You can even go to the park to read a book. As long as you are away from people and you're not too far from your house. These are all rules in from New York. So I
Child, they
had to
said that
beat that person because they tried to like tell me I couldn't go for a jog, and I was like, I'm going for my jog, so
they
don't do
said
that.
they said they're gonna shut down the parks. I said my thing is if you try to shut down the parks, you would literally have to put an official, like a police officer or somebody
Yeah,
from
no.
military,
You know what they started doing?
at east entrance of the
They
park.
started they it's not that it's not the problem once again is not the parks. It's what the mayor and the governor are saying of New York anyway. They're saying that the problem is that people aren't taking it seriously and they're playing like basketball and doing all this stuff. The mayor started taking down basketball hoops in some parks. So like if you go even the park I just went to when I passed, even the park I just went to, there was still I mean it was two guys only. It was only two guys playing, but they were still playing basketball. I was like, you're not supposed to do that technically.
Stay
Not
your
supposed
ass
to
in the
do that.
house. Um, y'all keep bringing up Beyonce. Can we just? I did not say her name. I just moving along. Let me see what else questions.
Yeah, it's Demi, not me. It's Demi, not
I
y'all. It's
I
Demi.
had to use an over exaggerated fact
It's Demi, not
to
me.
make
Don't put
my
no, because I
point.
would never say that.
You know I don't wish nothing on nobody. Relax.
First of all, right.
What does
Beyonce
the
would
future of
probably never
spilled
get it.
milk
She
look
lives her
like?
life in isolation. Isolation.
Well, Richie asked, what does the future of spilled milk look like? Well, this wasn't on topic, but I I kind of like this. This was cute. We could do more of this when, but
Oh, the comments. The comments.
more situated, and like we could be together and we could just do it on the spilled milk page. But the future of spilled milk, we have a lot of things coming, child. If we ever come out of quarantine, um, this notebook right here, and her notebook over there, and Brandon's notebook and Keith's notebook. There's about like maybe 16 pages of shit that we plan on doing from well, we were gonna start from like April, but y'all. Once the summertime come, you'll see. Um, things
There's
gonna
a
get
lot of
tough.
stuff coming. We just can't say what they are
Yeah,
because
I
we got
can't say what they
people. We got
are.
eyes on us, child. We
They
got
watching,
eyes on us,
child.
so we can't say the shit that's going on, child.
Who said? Not somebody said. Y'all just now learning to do your own manicure and haircuts. I can do my own nails, and I can shave. I would never do hair, child, because that's just my own fear. But I'll line myself, catch your skin. I can line myself up, and I have no issue doing my nails. They need to be a little clipped, but they clean,
Yeah, I
child.
should have clipped them, but I just was bored. Yeah, the first of all, here, let's talk. I couldn't, the beauty supply store just closed. I couldn't get here. I couldn't get
Baby,
anything.
I have a nasty. You know when you get the girls when y'all get a weave and you have the weave braids. She's been in for about 2 weeks. Because where am I going? Who's seeing me?
Right.
No curly fro. Who else? What else was asked? Da, 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 da. Oh, let me ask it
Hey,
this one.
Roselle.
This one right here. Hey, Rosie. There's conspiracy that the government is going to hit us with a currency change,
I
and
heard
what?
that one.
Wait, crap. Let me see. And we would have to do away with physical money. The question is too long, so I can't see after have you. So if you could type it in the group, um, if that's true,
I heard that conspiracy theory. I heard that one too.
well, what's a new currency? Do I
I
have
don't
it?
want to say. I don't want to. I don't know, because you know when you scare the people with conspiracy theories too much. But yeah, I heard that one. The way
Wait,
they're gonna change the money. That's why they just giving it out. Money's not a real thing.
what's the
The
currency, child?
conspiracy, which I may or may not agree with, is that basically like you see like all our systems are shutting down. All our systems are already are every system that we had in place is shutting down. School systems shutting down. You're realizing that you could have always worked from home. You're realizing that you could have
T.
always went to school from home. You're realizing that you could have we didn't need all these things. So what happened is the government, the people in control now realize like we're waking up, we're realizing all these things. They see that, and
A
so what
lot
they
of
are doing, yeah, what they're doing is that they're like, okay, we need to calm the people down. We're gonna throw money. We're making this money. This money, even money wasn't real. Because now that where did that $2 trillion come from? Let me tell you where it came from. They just made it in the treasury. They just said, okay, we're gonna make more money and just put it out into the circulation. That's exactly where the $2 trillion came from.
ridiculous.
Yeah, digital money.
I
I
also
don't
want
know
to
about
say
that.
I also want to say that not to cut you off. I also want to
No,
say
you're
that
good.
a lot of girls when we do go back to work are going to be like I just want to work from home. this was always clearly this has always been an option. So now let's make it an option. So a lot of jobs and corporations are going to have to like incorporate working from home now.
Yeah, a lot of people are panicked, and the problem that I think the hysterical people and the people are saying is like some people don't even realize that they asked for this. You were complaining all this time about like I need a break from work. I need a break. This is your break.